Hi, and welcome to this tutorial on using the NSSE report form. My name is Rick Shoup, and I'm one of NSSE's data analysts. This tutorial is designed to highlight the functions of the NSSE report form, including how the form works and your options for selecting your comparison groups. To make this tutorial easier to use, I've broken it into sections that highlight specific form functions. As time permits, I recommend viewing all of these recordings, but you're also welcome to jump around to the sections that are of most interest to you. The NSSE report form collects information that we will use to prepare your institutional report. The most important information is how you would like to configure your comparison groups, but we also take this time to verify other information such as your institutional name. A quick note before I begin, I am not going to be discussing strategies for selecting comparison groups today. However, we have a separate recorded webinar to address that topic. You can find a recording of the Comparison Group Strategies webinar on our website under the NSSE Institute, and as I will show later, a link is available directly to this webinar from the report form itself. Okay, so when you log on to your institutional interface, which I've done already, you're going to see a new section at the top of your institution's page titled Customizing Your NSSE Reports. To access the report form, you need to click on the link for Customize Your NSSE Reports under this section, which I'll do now. All right. There's a lot of programming used on the form, so depending on your browser, computer speed, and internet connection, it might take a few seconds to load everything or to apply updates. The form is optimized for use with Firefox, Google Chrome, and Edge browsers. So if you're using a very unique internet browser, or you're in a less than ideal environment, the page might not perform certain actions for you. Please contact us if the form does not load correctly for you, or if you have any other concerns about using the form. The core design of the NSSE report form has remained the same since 2016. So much of what you're seeing here, if you're a returning user, is going to be, it's laid out similar to what you're familiar with. Initially, all of your current selections are visible on the form's main page, which you can see here, and you can click on Edit buttons to jump into and modify specific entries. At the top of the main page is just some general information on the purpose and the use of the form, which I will go over today. As you scroll down, you're going to see several sections with your current information displayed, and again, an edit link that you can use to update or change the information. So there's a section about institutional name, executive officer, and importantly, the comparison group customization. Initially, when you look at your comparison groups, they're going to be empty. And you're going to need to click on the edit link to tell us how you would like each of these comparison groups set up. So you do need to take an action with respect to your comparison group customization. A final aspect of the main page I'd like to highlight as I scroll down to the bottom is that there's a send email button that you can use to send your campus project manager an email capturing your current selections. And you can click this send email button as many times as you like, and you can still change your selections after sending this email. This isn't like a final submit button. This is just provided so you can easily print and share your selections with others on your campus. Because we know that a good part of building your comparison groups is collaborating with others on your campus to ensure that these are relevant, applicable comparison groups. And so what you can do is you can go in, customize your comparison groups, go down to the bottom page, hit send email. You'll get a copy. Very soon after that, you'll get an email of all your current selections, including the specific schools you selected, and then you can forward that on to others you've been working with on your campus. After the form closes, we're going to send one last email to you with your quote unquote final selections that are locked in. All right. As I mentioned, your current information is initially visible on this main landing page. And if you'd like to change it, you just need to click the respective edit link. This will open a section where you can enter new information. So if you're happy with the information you see on the main page, so if you've, for example, you visited a form previously and customized your comparison groups, you're happy with it, you can leave them alone. You don't need to click edit every time you visit the form. Um, It's important to note that on most of the edit sections, there's not going to be, as I mentioned earlier, there's not going to be a final submit button. Your responses are going to be recorded in our database the moment you enter them on this page. Um, One substantive difference you're going to note this in this year's report form is the availability of the new updated Carnegie 2025 classifications to construct your comparison groups. And conversely, the departure or phasing out of the 2021 classifications. I'm going to cover that feature in a dedicated tutorial that will be available to you. And we're also going to record a session on this that we'll make available on April 24th at 2 o'clock Eastern Time. So that's it for the form introduction. The upcoming tutorials are going to highlight the various sections of the report form and also a dedicated session to the new Carnegie classifications use.